Here's a quick video to show you how to thread your sewing machine. My machine is a Brother SE630. I've had several different Brother machines, and all of the domestic ones have threaded pretty much the same way. I also have a Singer Heavy Duty, and that's how it threads as well. The main thing when you're threading your machine is to pay attention to the numbers. They guide you to show you what order to put the thread in. So let's get started. This is where the thread goes on my machine on this spindle. So I'm just going to go ahead and slide this on. The spool of thread, of course, has a hole in the bottom. So I'm going to put it on here. And there's this holder to make sure the thread doesn't come out. So I'm just going to slide that on here too. All right, and then I'm going to pay attention to the numbers that are on here. So I'm going to take my thread and loop it around this part. So the thread goes under that part. And then it goes to 2, which it's looping around this part. Then you go down here. So you are right here, and then it comes here. And there's 3. And then you see the arrow curving. So you got 3, and then the arrow curves back up. So we're going to do that part. So it comes down, then you loop back up. And there's 4, and you see the arrow to go back down. And I'm going to turn my knob so you can see this part here. 4 wraps around that. There's a hook. It's kind of hard to see it in here, but that part has a hook, and so the thread just wraps around there. And then you come down to 5. There's 5. And 6 is kind of hard to see because it's written on the metal part, but 6 is right here. It's gonna loop around this thing. That's kind of like a hook. And that's 6. Okay, so I've looped around that. That was 6. And this machine has a threader. If your machine doesn't have a threader, right here is where you would go ahead and stick it through the eye of the needle. My machine has an automatic threader, so once you go to 6, you go to 7, which is that. You can see the 7. So you wrap it here. It doesn't go all the way around, but you just kind of slide it through that groove. And then there's 8. And 8 is also a thread cutter. So all I did was just pull that down and it cut the thread. And this lever is 9. And when I push this down, it will thread the needle. And you see that loop is through the needle, and I'm just going to pull it through. Okay, so my needle is threaded. And next, I'm just going to load my bobbin. So the bobbin is already wound. You can buy these pre-wound. Otherwise, you just buy the plain bobbin, like the empty spools, and you wind your thread onto the spool. This way, if you're using like a certain shade of purple, then you can match the bobbin thread with your top thread. And so my machine has a guide to show you how to put the bobbin in. So you just drop it in and then loop it around this part. And then loop it around this. And you can see the arrow showing you which way to go. And there's a blade in there, so it's gonna cut that. This little plastic piece is the bobbin cover, and you just put that back in, and the machine is ready to sew.